The Fall of Jerusalem, 70 AD, as recorded by Flavius Josephus. The year was 70 AD. Jerusalem, once called the joy of the whole earth, was now a city choking on its own blood. The Romans under Titus had tightened their siege. Their siege wall encircled the city like an iron noose, cutting off all food, all escape, all hope. Inside there was no unity. Three Jewish factions, instead of standing together against Rome, turned their swords on each other. Zealots slaughtered moderates. Leaders burned storehouses of grain, madly thinking this would force the people to fight with desperation. But it only doomed them to starvation. Hunger became a tyrant more cruel than the legions outside the gates. At first, the people stripped the bark from trees. Then they gnawed on scraps of leather, belts, sandals, even the straps from shields, softened by boiling water. Some dug through the sewers or dung heaps searching for anything remotely edible. But worse was coming. Josephus writes of one horror that silenced even hardened soldiers. A wealthy woman named Mary of Bethazuba, driven mad by famine, killed her own infant child, roasted him, and ate half. When the zealots, smelling roasted meat, burst into her house demanding food, she offered them the remaining portion. They recoiled in horror, yet spread the tale through the city, so that all might know the depths to which they had fallen. Meanwhile, the Romans tightened the vice. Siege engines hurled great stones that smashed buildings to rubble. Towers were burned. The temple courts filled with corpses. Josephus says the lanes were choked with the dead, and the blood ran down the steps like a river. The stench carried over the walls. When Titus at last breached the city, the slaughter was merciless. The temple, though Titus claimed he wished to preserve it, was set ablaze. Whether by his men or by the chaos of battle, none could tell. Flames devoured the gold-covered sanctuary. The great veil tore. Priests died at the altar. But even in the shadow of Rome's advance, Jews continued killing Jews. Some attempted to flee with their treasures. Others cut them down to steal what they carried. By the end, the streets were littered with the bodies of both the defenders and the starving. When the smoke cleared, the Romans sold thousands into slavery. Many of the young and strong were sent to gladiator schools or condemned to die in the arenas. Others were scattered across the provinces. Josephus estimates that over 1 million perished, most from famine and infighting rather than the Roman sword. Jerusalem was gone. The temple was ash. The nation was shattered. Josephus, who had once fought against Rome, wrote as a warning to future generations, "No other city ever suffered such miseries, nor has any age ever bred a generation more fruitful in wickedness."